We're
All right,
live.
we're back up.
Are
I've
we
just got to
back?
see how many people are on here too.
Is it the same stream or is it a separate
It's a
one?
different
Separate
stream.
one.
So we'll just wait till we get some people on board.
We're back. We're back.
And is that me?
That's you. There we go.
We'll just wait till we get some peeps.
Sounds like time to do piss number 4.
Really?
Dude, baby
What
butt.
I haven't even been yet.
We've been drinking before.
I haven't been to the bathroom in like 12 hours, and you
I've
guys
pissed
are
like
just
6
Dude,
times.
You're like a bunch of
I was so
horses.
happy that I found another baby butt.
We need to order some dinner.
Yeah. Before we get,
We're live.
there's-
Yeah.
we're live, but
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, to you, those questions were stuff that I wanted to talk to you about, even off stream. I would have talked to you.
Yeah.
And I honestly think that it's kind of strange, man, because you have all the electric skateboards.
Mhm.
I'm with jet boards, and Jeremy looks after me, and I'm loyal to that. But you're encompassing everything, and I just feel like at some point in your career, it would naturally push into Casey, and then you would be able to say to him, "Yeah, man,
It's funny. Like, okay, I'll tell you a very strange story. I'll just make sure.
yeah."
I'll tell like the 5 people
Oh,
that
five-
are with us now.
five.
So yeah, I can see Ben and Scotty and. I'll
Sorry,
tell you what,
folks, we had to swap over to this because the GH5 battery went dead.
this is going to be a very strange story, but just stay with me.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that
Scotty,
mic on?
Let's bring it should be on. Yeah, it should be fine. All right. I used to work at the cinemas. I worked there for 6 years. And in that time at the cinemas, there's a whole bunch of people that work there, 150 people. Out of that, I met a girl. I won't mention her name, but I was just smitten.
Let's
by
call
this
her
girl.
Mrs. Black.
This is Mrs. Casey Neistat in this kind of scenario,
Okay.
right? I'm not saying I want to dig Casey or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. But I think from my point of view,
We've got the audio here.
yeah, hopefully that works.
We've got audio and wide. Yeah, sweet.
But from my point of view, I just thought she was everything.
Right.
And when I first started with YouTube, I thought Casey was everything. I liked the way his style. I liked his cinematography. I liked how he set himself up. And I could relate because similar family, similar setup, similar age, all that kind of stuff, right?
I'm just saying hello.
So yeah,
Laura.
bear with me. Now, there was one night. It was a 21st birthday, and I had an opportunity. Right, this is where it got to.
I feel like you've told me this.
I was in a jumping castle at like 11:45 at night, just before midnight. I don't know why midnight was like a major thing. And I'm in there, and there was another couple in there. They were already together, and they started making out.
Oh, with her?
No,
Oh,
on their
sorry,
own,
sorry.
on their own. And she
Oh,
looked at me, and
you're-
I looked at her, and we're like, well, and I kissed her, right? And from that moment, I'm like, that's all I needed. All I needed was that, right?
The kiss.
And, yeah, and from that moment on, I'm like, well, great. It's been 2.5 years, and I've really wanted to find out what it's like to, see this person, be with this person, that kind of thing.
Right.
And I had not a romantic relationship or anything, but as soon as I saw Casey in the flesh, I was like, okay, I've done that. I've seen him. That's all I needed to do. And that's where I think from that moment, my videos have changed. I've changed as a person. And I think that I'm starting to develop me differently. I'm like, okay, I've hit that pinnacle. I've seen him. I could have gone over and grabbed him and everything, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's where I'm just like, well, okay, I've seen him with my own eyes without a screen.
Wow.
And I was like, cool,
That did it for you.
that's it.
Wow.
And now I feel like I can be myself. I can do what I want to do. I can edit the way I want to do.
What do you think? What do you think it is about this guy that gave you that feeling? Like, what is it about what he does?
I think because he's so open. I think that not with his kids or anything like that. And I don't really show Darcy too much, but I think because he really gives a lot and he tries super hard to, like with his 368 thing, I know there's lots of dramas and stuff with him trying to get that off the ground. It's taken way too long than he thought and all that kind of stuff, but he's getting there. And I think that's what I really see in him, that he's really trying to make a difference. And for me, that's where I think that's where I saw him and I'm like, I see that. And that's done now. That's that part of the life that I just wanted to achieve that
Yeah.
and see him, and I'm like, cool. I don't actually have to meet him. I don't have to be in a video with him.
Right.
It'd be great for subscribers, but that's not what I'm doing this for. I
Yeah.
know a lot of, for instance, this is your full-time
Yeah,
gig.
yeah.
For me, it's not. This is just something that I see as a hobby, and I love all the electric skateboards and the
Yeah.
features and technology and difference and all that stuff.
I'm going to just jump in there as well because Jay and I have chatted about this before on CreatorCast. It's a different game so Jay runs a business and we're in the premise where he runs that business from. And so his full-time gig he's the owner of this business. So this is his thing where he has people working for him. Whereas what I do on YouTube, I'm actually trying to make something sustainable on YouTube permanently full-time, which is a different game altogether. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
And
But same with Scotty. Scotty's got his own full-time gig,
yeah,
and you're doing what you do. Is it a hobby? Would you say that, or would you
As in YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't do this. The whole reason I started this wasn't because I wanted to be Casey Neistat, so to speak. I just did it because I loved making videos, and
Yeah.
I love cameras, and I love hanging out with people that share interests with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And that's where it all started. I've said it a million times. I can't even remember why I even made my first video. I just picked
Same,
up the
actually.
camera and I just wanted to
You
do
just
it.
did
Yeah.
I
So
remember
we're all coming from different backgrounds and different viewpoints, and I think like I know that you take on a lot of different work for your channel, but you don't look at it in the same light that I do.
No, for instance, all the electric skateboard reviews that I do, I'd say 95% of the boards I get are delivered to me without any cost to me. But I'm not actually asking them to pay for the privilege of getting a review done by me either. I don't have.
And that's the
That
exact
at all.
opposite from my channel. Every single snorkel mask review, aside from my first one, I've been paid for.
And that first one's the one that's got all
The first one's
views.
got 2 million views. Yeah.
So do you find though that if it is paid, that subconsciously maybe that people know? Do you think-
I'm happy for people to know that I'm being
No,
paid.
but I'm saying like
It's my job.
Do you think that you come across more naturally and unbiased if it's not a paid?
Well, I've only got one video that wasn't paid. The rest of them have all been paid. So all of them have been me being completely natural about the product. And I've said that, and I have contracts with these guys saying, you're paying me to make a review of your product, and it's my review. I want you to outline your key product differences, why your mask is different to the previous mask on the market, and I'm going to test that, and I'm going to report on it. And I've had guys come back to me saying, we don't like what you said. And I said, well, that's my review. That's your product. That's how crap it is, or that's why it's crap, and that's why it's not going to sell well. But I've looked at it, and this might be from my photography background, but I've looked at everything I've done on YouTube as a gig, and like, I never wanted to be a snorkel guy.
But when you first started YouTube,
Yeah.
did you see it as a money maker for you?
Hell no, not at all. And this is why this all ties back into Casey Neistat, because I saw Bike Lane, the Bike Lanes video, and when I saw that, I was like, holy shit, this dude's made a video and put it up on YouTube, and look how many people have watched it. I've made videos. I've made loads of videos. I've been shooting videos. I've got vlogs of myself in like 2000, like 1999, holding a camera, talking about something to the thing. But then because YouTube didn't exist, all that shit went onto tape and into a cupboard. But when I saw Casey putting it on YouTube, I was like, I thought it was cat videos and like fail videos.
Yeah.
That's it on YouTube. And I was like, what am I missing here?
I didn't even know you could get paid.
And I didn't either. I was
I
like,
had
man,
no
I've got to
idea.
get on this.
I didn't even know about like views until like I made a video and I was like, shit, it's got 40 views. And then I'd look at other people and be like, oh, it's got 2 million.
And that's the same. That's why I can feel what you're saying about going to his business and wanting to see him, because he kicked it off for me as well.
Yeah.
He kicked it off for me, and I was like, all right, I can create content and put it on YouTube. Whereas before I'd create content, put it in a cupboard and it would disappear forever.
So you're saying if you went to New York, you probably wouldn't even go and just say,
Hell no.
You wouldn't
not
even
a
see
chance.
his location.
Not a chance. I don't care anything about that. In fact, if I went to New York for whatever it is, and there has been opportunities to go there for some things, and I don't like talking about stuff until things get locked in, but there has been 2 chances where it's been like, we need you to go to New York, and it hasn't come off. I am not going to go to his office, and I'm not going to go and see him. But, and this is not knowledge that has come out on CreatorCast, but I did suggest to CreatorCast, remember about before you went to New York, I suggested we all go as CreatorCast, but I suggested we go there once 368 opens as a business. And we approach as a shop front, we go there and say, we're 4 creators from Australia. We're staying in an Airbnb up the street. We want to use your 368 podcasting studios
How would you go about that? You were not going to knock on the door and ask.
No, you don't have to. It's public. You can go into the building. But to bring this back to everyone who's watching, this is why I said we should do that as CreatorCast once 368 opens. You went there before they opened.
How many other, I won't say millions,
Thousands of them.
of
Thousands of them.
creators are going to flood that place.
But once it's a business, once it has a shop front you can walk into, you can go in there and say, we're 4 creators from Australia. We're 4 dudes with individual channels and CreatorCasts, and we want to inquire about using your studio space. We're going to be in New York for 2 weeks. We want to make maybe 3 individual podcasts using your studio and your internet. Can we come in and do what we're doing right now in 368? And I'm just going to say, Jay, that would have been a natural way to meet Casey. Potentially, not saying he'd be there, but that would be somewhat of a natural way to do it. And then you could say, oh, dude, I do electric skateboards as well. And I've got this video and that video, and I've got a board here. Do you want to try it? That would have been like a consecutive natural progression. But only once 368's open, and it's not open yet. And you went there when it's just a wall, like no one, there's not even a business there. And I love you, man. Like there it is. I said I love him.
Wow.
Christmas.
I do. I really, I comment on all your stuff.
Yeah. We talk every day.
Yeah, we're good friends.
There's no drama with that at all. But from
you could have twisted it. You could have used yourself.
It was not about twisting or manipulating or trying to see Casey when I was there. It was just a very random thing. I wanted just to see where he works, whereabouts it is in the city.
Yeah.
It was on my way down. I was trying to find a photo.
I think you shouldn't have vlogged it. If you wanted to do it, you shouldn't have vlogged it. You should have just gone there and gone, I wanted to do this for my own natural growth and for my own personal sake.
And yeah, fine. That's your way of doing things and what you think. But I'm not going to be the guy that doesn't do what doesn't want to do because people say no. Like, and if I did that all the time, I wouldn't be doing this stuff.
I'm the same with you.
You know, like so many. When I started doing the YouTube stuff, I was at 2 or 3 videos in. The wife's parents were like, privacy. You know, people are going to know so much about
Darcy
you.
online at an
all
early
that
age.
kind of stuff.
For sure.
And I'm like, you know what? Now I'm willing to just see what happens.
Yeah.
And see what this journey takes us. And that's what my channel is completely about. It's about taking that risk.
Yeah.
It's about going and trying something and see if it works. And if it doesn't, cool. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And that's.
I appreciate that.
Taking that risk in a lot of things, like where I was 3 years ago compared to now. Like I've met hundreds of people with similar tastes, and I've met huge amounts of people over in New York that value and agree with a lot of things that I do.
Yeah.
And respect the kind of stuff that I try and bring to the Eastgate community.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to conceal locations, especially with YouTube, not giving away locations that he's at the moment.
Yeah.
We all know what they are, but we're not going to do that publicly.
Right.
So there is that respect, and I think the way that I handled myself with that Casey Neistat stuff was respectful. Like, I'm not going to shove a camera in his face, and that's where I saw what Blue Shirt Guy did, and I'm like, that's just wrong. Like, I was in that spot at that time, and some people will agree I shouldn't have been in that spot, like you're saying, but I was, and it opened my eyes. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
do that. So
Can I tell my Casey Neistat story? Real
do it.
quick?
I know you've been
Yeah, yeah.
in his
Just,
videos.
just quickly before you
Go
do, that's a good lesson you've learned. Then I think
Yeah.
that's a good summary of that. Like you've come the whole way from it, and you've learned something from it. I think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but I went to, this is before 368. This is when he was in his prime. Casey was in his
This is a
prime.
great story.
Me and Brittany we were in New York, and we were like, we had 9 days or something. We'd already done all the touristy crap. Like, what are we going to do? Brittany's like, I want to go check out Casey's, where he's from. And I was vlogging at the time. They're pretty crap. Don't even bother watching them. And I was like, all right, let's go down and have a look. You can watch those videos. I felt so uneasy down there. I couldn't even pull the camera out.
Where were you at? At his location?
Yeah, for 368.
Oh, really?
I couldn't even pull the camera out. There was people waiting around. I don't think I took a single photo on my phone just because I felt uneasy. And I was like, just let him be. But that's just the sort of guy I am. Even ask Brittany, or even ask Panda. If I see someone that I know, even if he's a footy player, we've been in Geelong and I've seen footy players, I shit myself and I don't want to talk to them. I want to leave them be. I just like,
I thought that was Benham was the only one doing that.
yeah.
I shit myself without seeing
Yeah,
a celebrity.
I just want to be, just do your thing. I'm going to do mine. If I see you, I just want to say, even I saw Jimmy Bartel on my Bucks night.
Jimmy Barnes.
Jimmy Bartel on my Bucks night. He's an
Geelong football.
AFL legend. Saw him and just, I couldn't even like go up to him. I had to be pushed up by friends to say, thanks, mate. Like, I really appreciate everything you've done, blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, let's get out of here. We left 368. Same night, it was July the 4th. I was just like, it would be really cool if we did see Casey because like it would be awesome to see him. We were at the 4th of July fireworks and I felt a guy sort of nudge up beside me and he had a boosted board. This is before.
And you're like,
Yeah.
that looks
And I was
familiar.
like, boosted board with the arrow on it, and it was Casey.
Right next to you.
Right, literally you to me away. And I was just like, I just turned to Brittany, I was like, Casey. Casey, and Brittany just turned around. It's in the vlog because he was recording at the time. Then I realized he was recording, so I was like, "Shut up!"
So you're
yeah.
in one of his videos.
Yeah. I think it's called the
Yeah,
Same Tripod.
That's natural. That's a
Yeah.
natural.
And
connection.
and I saw him recording, and Brittany's like, "Go say something," and I'm like, "Shut up!" You can see it. You can see it. And then
Did you freeze?
oh no, I was just telling her to shut up because I could see he was recording, that he was recording. Yeah, that he was vlogging. So I was like, "Be quiet." And then Brittany.
Ruined his show.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, hey, blah blah." And Brittany just yelled
He's
like,
talking to you.
No, he's talking to the camera. So he's like, "I'm trying to get a spot down here." And you hear Brittany like, "Oi, Casey!"
And what did he do?
He turns around and goes, "Hi, guys," and then just keeps cruising on. But we could see him. He was flying his drone and everything. And I was just like, Brittany's like, "Let's go say hello to him." And I was like, "I can't. Like, just leave him be. Let him alone. Just let him do his thing." That's just who I am. Like,
I don't know.
I wouldn't do it even. Yeah.
I
Mate,
think
I watched you, like even today in VidCon, as we're walking through, you've got your arm out, you've got the camera at your face, you're talking as loud as you can, obviously to get it on the sound.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, this guy's got not like the biggest amount of balls to be able to do that. And people are, they see what you're doing and they're like waving and
Yeah.
like, I don't know, like it's just you have no what's the word
Fear?
I'm looking for? Yeah, you're right. There's no fear. You just do that. And like everyone's different.
Yeah.
The way people react to things are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you freaking out, me just stopping and realizing what's going on. And
I wouldn't say it's
agreeing.
freaking out. I would say more it's I don't want to disturb them and I just want to leave them alone. Let them do their thing. If he's got time, he'll come to me.
I feel like as a photographer and like working with like bands and big artists and stuff, I've had to deal with people in a photography setting, like in a studio or in a location, one-on-one with people, often celebrities, and it doesn't like I'm there to make a photo, so I have to do a job, I have to perform a task. So for me, it's like no matter what I think of this person, like for instance, and no one's even going to know this band, but the Mark of Cain are a fucking amazing band from Adelaide. They're one of the like a huge fan of this band, and I did some photography with these guys, and like John Stanier is the drummer in this band, and if you know who I'm talking about, you'll know who this is. And I'm like, I'm there to do a job, and I'm like, okay, you've got to just do the best job you can. And like Hilltop Hoods in Adelaide, I worked a lot with these boys. And like, yeah, and I've engaged in those guys in social settings and in photography and barbecues at their houses and like they're just dudes, hey? Like they're just dudes that because they make So with the Hilltop Hoods, they're just dudes that just make great hip hop, and they're just people. Like same with Casey Neistat. He's just a dude who makes cool vlogs, and a lot of the world likes what he does.
Dude, I was
He's
nervous.
still a
I was
dude.
nervous to meet you dudes the first time we met you, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I was nervous meeting you, man.
Yeah. And
I
I'm
was
nervous to
nervous.
meet people that might say, I've watched you. I'm like, oh shit. Like,
Every time I meet someone that's
I
watched
love
my
it.
content,
I love
Yeah,
I
well,
love
see,
that
I-
stuff. I'm like,
I don't know.
awesome. I actually meet some of these
I
guys
just find
that
it
I watch. Like,
not awkward, but
I
it's
can't
like a
wait to
shock.
meet Tim, even though he knows everything about me.
Yeah,
Like, it's
Tim
just-
is fun. I mean, I've got to give a shout out right now. I just got a text message. We've got a lot of comments to read, by the way.
we have been
Um,
ignoring the chat. Sorry, this has been an engaging conversation.
Brittany told me to shout out Sarah Muir, who is not any relation to me, just has the same last name and who we know. Her name's Sarah Muir. Thank you
Wow.
for watching.
Hey, Sarah,
Let's go through some of these comments.
let's
eh?
have a look.
Can we take this upstairs?
What, to the beers?
Yeah.
bring the beers to us. Whose turn is it to go up?
Sorry, tell them your what? Harry story? Panda. Who's Harry?
Who's Harry? Oh, Harry Taylor. Yeah. So that's
Quiz.
another. Yeah, I've got to follow him soon. That's another story.
I'm yet to go to the toilet. What the hell's wrong with you two?
Yeah, baby bladder. Geelong football player Harry Taylor was in the lobby of the hotel me and Panda were staying at, and he walked out, and then we sort of locked eyes, and I just made a noise like Harry, and yeah, I shit myself. So that goes to my shitting myself when meeting people about a famous story.
Footy update: is it raining cats, dogs, and anything else you can think of? Ben, Floyd. Hey Jay. Oh, hey Floyd.
Wait a minute. How do we go? All right, let's go. We need to scroll right back up because we honestly haven't read any of these comments. Right back to the top. Probably
Keep
not.
Jay away from the controls.
Yeah, because that's when the camera broke. The
wasn't
camera
me,
ran
it
out
was-
of battery.
It was Bennon's
Yeah,
bloody battery.
the quality is not as good because we were shooting on a GH5.
Jay saw Casey in the flesh and decided he prefers seeing Les in the flesh. It's a private school boy thing. You know so much. I went to a private school.
Oh boy.
That's weird.
Um,
I have a question for all three of you. Have any of you thought about changing your video format from vlog style to short film style?
okay, I have.
Dan Mace.
Honestly, who? Oh, okay, no, not that style. I've honestly,
I find like I really have to like take a deep breath after I watch that because it's so fast.
it is.
Dan
I love
Mace's
it though,
style.
man, because I've got
it's
mad
amazing.
ADHD, so I'm thinking all about that. I've thought about going away from a more vlog style in the sense of abandoned stuff to more documenting without it being Fogarty Avenue style of I'm going to film the ant walking on the ground for 40 minutes.
That sounded harsh.
It's not. I love those guys. You know, I'm the biggest fan of Les and Floyd. You got no idea. I love those guys.
Floyd, get your mobile phone because we might give you a call in a sec.
What else we got?
You need to come forward.
Sorry, my eyesight's
It's
not as
just
good
small.
as I thought.
Either we
it
got to
was.
go back or you got to go.
You just got a big head, mate.
I've got a massive.
Walker said what happened to the video quality. What happened is the GH5, which we were shooting on, ran out of battery. So we're now using the MacBook Pro.
We could probably.
Which, by the way, is another
Yeah,
thing
we-
that Nicholas Cole lied about to me when I was buying this camera. He said the GH5 battery is so good, man.
No
It'll last you
batteries.
all day. We got like an hour
Suck
and a
it.
half out of that thing.
Yeah. What else we got?
See if we can do this.
Yeah, you plug your
We
headset
might be
on
able to
that.
plug in another camera. So we're going to go on an 80D.
Yeah, I should show this off a little bit, eh?
Yeah.
Ronin S. Look at this.
Whoa.
All right, here's my thoughts on a Ronin S. I believe that it's super rad, but no vlogger is going to get that shit out every time they
No.
vlog.
It's like
Except me.
Ben Wilson asked, "Has Ben on landed yet?" I have no idea. No, he didn't ask that.
Has what?
Your mate down in Great Ocean Road asked, "Has Danny landed yet?" I'm going to say no because it was 11:30. He was landing.
By the way,
Tim, how do you know everything?
Tim stalking the hell out of you, Jason.
Yeah. No. He just said he hasn't landed yet. Unless you have his flight details.
Tim, how do you know all this shit, dude?
Joe.
Hey,
Joe.
here's a question for Tim. What are my middle names? I've got 3 of them. What are they?
I got 2.
I know Cornelius. No.
Close.
Really?
Tim, if Ben and you want to bet
did I
on
see
the
that?
Ronin. Hendrik. Okay, so my point with the Ronin is that no vlogger is going to take that thing out with them
No way.
and vlog every time with it. Like, it looks good every now and then, but who's going to do that every single time they vlog? Nobody.
Yeah, I can tell you, I'm not going to.
You're not going to? No, no
we
way.
just heard it from a brand new
There
Ronin.
is no way in hell. I'd like to see you take that out of VidCon tomorrow.
I have
walk around
3
with that.
as well. Tim has 3 middle names. Yeah.
Well, you guys win. I only have two. I have two middle names.
You've got to.
It's on. So if we go down to,
You have to change the stream. We're going to lose the stream now.
Don't ask me. I don't know anything.
Actually, I'm going to break the seal.
Jay's got a beard, but he turned that camera off. Whose turn is it to get beers?
I went the last one, I think.
It's Jay's next, isn't it?
Yeah. This has been great.
While Jay's out of the room, I just want to say, and if he watches this back, this is cool because we would talk about this anyway. But I just want to also say that it's been good to have this conversation with him on the stream because it's something that I mean, you know that I live in Sydney and Jay lives in Melbourne, so we don't see each other.
We only talk when it comes to Creator Cast
Exactly,
stuff, and
yeah.
that's manufactured between us. So
Yeah.
it's good to have real chats. I mean,
Yeah.
it seems heated, and even I could sit here and I'd because I kept walking in. Twice I walked in when you guys were halfway through the conversation, so I was like, "The fuck are you talking about?"
It might have been a bit deep in
No,
that.
it was, but it had to happen. I think it did have to happen because there's been plenty of people talking about it. I mean, how many views is that up to? That
I don't know.
God knows how many.
Yeah, but 500,000. But the point that I wanted to hit with Jay, and I think we did hit it, was that I felt like he had a different angle that he could have taken to get there, and I think that he learned from that. And
You're talking about me when I'm not here.
he's back. He's back. We were recovering.
How bloody rude do you want to be?
No, we were recounting.
Stop being rude to Jay.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's your turn to go and get
He
beers.
is.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Funky Miller, we should be using OBS, but we were using. We didn't think we were actually going to go this long, really, did we?
I wanted to.
I did, but I didn't think. I
I'm
didn't even
happy
think
to
about
stream.
battery life, but I'm happy to keep going, man. Honestly, what time were you?
Look at his eye coming into the corner.
What time will you guys be calling people to notify them when to turn up
We're gonna do that
at
tonight,
CreatorCon?
I'll do it now.
Yeah,
We're
we're going to work on that right now. So, and we'll post that in the CreatorCast group. if
Who
you're
asked
not
that? Funky Miller?
there. No, Tim asked.
Tim,
Rob.
you realize asking that question means that Jay's not going to go upstairs and get beers? What have you done, man?
You're an idiot.
Come on, think about that. He's supposed to go up and get beers for us. And by the way, there's glasses over there too. We could be drinking out of glasses. Only water.
Oh man. Well, what time is it? What are we at?
What? So we should we wrap this up in like half an hour? or
Oh,
something?
Floyd can wait. I can call Floyd back. I can call you if you give me about 5 minutes. I'll call Floyd.
Get another beer, and we'll wrap this up at 10:30.
Yeah.
10:30.
Right.
We're gonna
Done.
okay. So it's 2 minutes past 10 right now. We're gonna end this stream at 10:30, which is 28 minutes from now. So if you want to talk about something, now's the time. And if you don't want to talk about anything, then let us know because.
There's 15 of you watching. Hit that thumbs up button, by the way. Let's get this thing rolling.
And can I get a thumbs up on my new haircut?
It's pretty good.
Claudia cut this for me.
Give me a head turn. Give me a side turn. That's pretty good, man. How old is she?
12? 13.
13.
My niece did this for me.
We should have live streamed before our table tennis match, by the way.
Oh, dude, this guy.
I'm not going to drop it, but we had some of the best rallies I've ever
You'll
had.
see it on my vlog. He's a machine at table tennis.
It was all the beer, man. Honestly, I am not that good of a table tennis player,
it
but
was all the beard.
both. The power is held in here.
The beard helped him play table tennis.
All right, I'm going to take a whiz. So you're
Yeah,
going
yeah. I'll take over for it.
trusted.
All right.
Is this your life? Is this your dreams right now?
This is me coming live. Gigabit internet. I'm live on YouTube. I'm going to put that back a little bit. There's a little bit of flare going on now. So while we're here, just me talking to the stream. I feel like he left the door open. That's you can hear all the outside noise that you can hear now because he left. I'll lean over and close it. All right, I got that shut. So I feel like that was necessary to have that conversation with Jay. And like I genuinely love, there's that word. I genuinely enjoy what Jay does. I think he has something. Me personally, I've affiliated myself because of YouTube as a business. I've affiliated myself with a company, and that's Jedboards. Whereas Jay has taken everything he just says, yep, send me your board. I don't care. Like I'm not gonna charge you to make a review. Just send it to me and I'll review it. Whereas me, I've been like, no, if you want me to create content for you, it's gonna cost you. So I've affiliated myself with something. Now that's just how I do it. And you've heard from the man himself. He does it slightly different. Holy crap, that was a quick piss. I just got started, man.
Really?
Have you already?
Oh yeah. The toilet's
I was
only
just
right-
getting going here, and he's already back.
The toilet's only right there.
I was just explaining how I've got to move over.
You're right.
No, I was just explaining how I've affiliated myself with brands in particular, and Jay hasn't, and that's the difference.
Okay.
But I also was explaining how that's different for every channel. Like everyone has a different.
well, let's.
Smells like farts in here.
I was
I've
like,
farted once.
Jay's back.
Well, we're working on something.
Actually, I haven't farted once either.
No, I don't think I have.
Well, that's
I've
because
said
of my
I haven't
diet.
done any branded stuff. To be honest, there's none of that stuff going on. I mean, I'd be interested in doing it, but the money side of YouTube was never a thing for me. Even like we've talked about, well,
Still
we're
isn't
talking
for me.
snorkel stuff.
Oh yeah,
It's a
the,
bonus
the
for me,
snorkel
but-
stuff.
Yeah, so if you watch this man's channel, you would see that he's been doing. He put out for 10 creators to do some snorkel stuff, and luckily enough, I was chosen. We've talked about money. Money is not on you. Like part of the thing was you obviously sharing some revenue of the video.
Yeah.
It's not important to me at all, to be honest, man. Like I just want to make the video. Honestly, like it's not important to me at all.
So what Scotty's talking about is I've had so one of the snorkel masks I work with, literally quite like this is like I can show you the emails if you want to see them, but they said to me, we want to get our product in front of more YouTubers. We want to get a presence on YouTube. Do you have people that you recommend that we give our product to? I.e., can you recommend 10 creators that we can work with, and therefore you, i.e. me, will earn a percentage of what they sell? So I put out the call, and I'm 100% legit about the logistics of this. He's in. Jay didn't respond, so he's not in, but Scotty responded. He's in. So they make a review of this snorkel mask. They get paid to make the review, 200 Australian dollars to make a review of this product. And then they have a code in their description. And when they sell that product, they get 7% of the sales and I get 5%. Now, that's me starting, and I've kind of tried to think of it as like a kingpin scenario where I'm like, I couldn't think of a better word to describe it. Like I'm on the top of this thing where
Yeah, you're the head of the head honcho.
but it's not like I don't know, it's not like it's all clear. Like I'm not trying to be sneaky about it. Like they know that I'm earning the 5%.
You made it very clear. Put it that way. Yeah.
And so it was going to be 10 people, but it turned out to be 6 in total. And the sixth person was Gina. Even though Gina, you didn't actually send your email, sneaky little, but you had my back. I knew you were good for it, so we put you through.
And Gina lives in a mint spot as well.
Oh, she does on the Mornington Peninsula.
My ideas are already running for the video. Like the cogs are turning.
Yep.
And
I've got to say, as someone who's done the mask reviews, and I know this, if they give you the product I think they're going to give you, I know how this works, and you have to find a spot that has a few things. It has to be warm water. Mm-hmm. It has to have like some kind of rocky outcrop where you can perch your camera. So you need to put a camera like this on a rocky outcrop. And then from here underneath you needs to be water. So you need to be able to like talk to your camera and say, like for instance, this feels a bit tight on my nose. I'm going to go and test it. And then you just fall into the water.
okay.
And that's why I go to Fiji and Vanuatu to make my reviews. And like the only way I can afford to go to Vanuatu on a flight is if a brand pays me to do that. And that's kind of what I was saying about Jay, where I felt like because he doesn't do it full time, you don't need a skateboard manufacturer to give you cash.
Yeah.
You're happy just to get the board.
Yeah.
Whereas I need cash because it's my thing, like it's my job.
There's no cash.
Cash.
Yeah. Here, Bravo.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
We got
That's
it.
a quote.
All right. Well, maybe it's time to
Where's that
call
from? Chopper.
Floyd Romley. I'm a little bit
Floyd
drunk.
Romley.
That's all of Fogarty Avenue now.
It is. So we're gonna let's call him. Hopefully he's watching. There's a lot of comments.
Floydski
We're gonna read the comment after we talk to Floyd. We'll read the comments back.
pyramid scheme, exactly.
Hello.
Sam.
Floyd Bromley,
Hello.
how you going?
Floydski,
I'm going all right.
what are you wearing? Too dubious?
I'm wearing jeans and like jumper and shirt.
Keep talking.
Ooh.
Keep talking.
What colour's the shirt?
What color are the jeans?
The jeans are blue.
Classic.
What else you got underneath those jeans, boy?
Oh, Jesus, Brendan.
All right. Well, look, mate, you're going to be here tomorrow.
Dead silence.
You're going to be here tomorrow for Creaticon, correct?
Yeah, when I don't know any details, so
Neither
you
do
gotta
we.
tell me.
Yeah, neither do we.
All right. All you,
Yeah, good.
all you need to
Okay.
know. All you need to know is that you're going to be on an
Brittany,
interview.
Brittany, can I have a turn? Your wife, can I have a turn?
I'll give you a call.
You get all the turns, Brittany. We're just holding this guy for a hostage for a while.
You and Les will be a guest on around midday, I think.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock around 10 o'clock midday.
Ah.
We want the Fogarty Avenue boys because we had a great chat with Fogarty Avenue, but we didn't get to everything.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so we wanted a live stream situation like we've done tonight.
Very
where
true.
We can go for an hour and a bit if we want to. This is exactly where we need you and Les.
By the way, Walker has just suggested, can you do a review with this beard? And I'm going to say it doesn't make a difference.
Ah, good.
I heard that. I heard that
Shame.
from Wildhorn Outfitters. Told me, like straight up, said doesn't make a difference if you have a beard or not. So,
That's all right. All right. So Floyd, you don't have any time constrictions on tomorrow, do you?
Not really, no.
That's all right. Beautiful. So tell us a little bit about what's going on with Fogarty Avenue because we didn't get really too much out of Les
What do you want to know?
about the break.
yeah, what's going on, dude? If you're going to take a break, you're going to get even further behind. You need to speed it
Yeah.
up, not slow it down.
Yeah, I know, but look, I would love to edit, but I'm a full-time student, and full-time uni means more than full-time work. Like I
Whatever.
work,
Jay's shaking his head. I'm shaking my head. Come on, man. Get it together.
you're not doing an engineering degree. Thank you very much.
I'm a YouTuber.
I'm just managing 10 people and about 100 clients, but no, that's fine, mate.
I said this. That's when you were gone. I was saying that.
Yeah,
about you.
still not the same as an engineering degree.
I beg to differ.
You want a box about this? Let's get in the ring. Hey. Who's a better
All right,
YouTuber?
all right. Here's the thing. Point is, I don't have time to edit. Les does have time, but doesn't want to edit, and so, yeah.
I think that's important to distinguish that because everybody has a different angle they're coming at with YouTube. No one is the same. Like you're working. You got a full-time gig. Jay manages a business. I'm like everyone's slightly different. Like I need to be more flexible.
That's what I want to talk about tomorrow with you and Les in here is about that whole thing about sharing the channel because we didn't get stuck into that.
We didn't, yeah.
During the interview, I really want to talk to you guys about sharing the channel because I couldn't we run this with 4 people and it's pretty. I would say it's relaxed.
It's relaxed, but there are issues.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. So can we say 10 o'clock tomorrow?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just
10
giving
o'clock.
Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, mate.
No, I'm organising the bloody creator card.
Sorry,
episodes over
See,
here.
this is okay. So you just said before about there's issues, and I was like giving Jay a somewhat fake death stare. But then what happens is when you have 4. And this is what I was saying before. When you have 4 people coming together to create an individual channel. So like CreatorCast is not 1; it's 4. And we might say like I've personally had issues with Jay not answering comments on our channel. I don't think I've ever seen a comment on CreatorCast in brackets JB for Jay Boston. You've seen YouTube, you've seen DB or WIDB, and you've seen GAB, gives a minute, GAM, but you've never seen Jay. Honestly, Jay, have you ever answered a comment?
But you don't really comment on your own videos though, do you, man? Like it's not your thing.
But what I'm saying is that
Benin.
no. But what I'm saying is that then
Who's this dude that wants to bloody be a part of CreatorCast? Bloody Benin.
no. What I'm getting at is that that's what we see. But then all of a sudden, this week, Jay just comes out and makes these cards like without any that card right there. Jay did that without any consolation with any of us and just did it. So
Was that a bad thing or
a
a
great
that's a
thing.
good
Like
thing.
that's what I'm saying. Like we do other things and you did that without. And like I said to you earlier today, I said, man, no one even talked about that, and Jay just did it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like everyone has a different
We bring our
approach
own,
to
we
it.
bring our own thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so
I'm
Floyd,
praising you, man.
I'm sorry, mate.
And you slandered me.
Do you know who Susie
We'll
is?
we'll see you tomorrow at about
Perfect.
around 10ish. Is that okay, mate? I'll give you a call about 9:30.
She put my channel
Yeah,
in her. as her
weirdo.
channel.
Hey, I've sent it to. All right, so I'll text it to you, mate. I've sent it to Les.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
but
Les
I
has
was
been
praising
like,
you then.
Les has been ringing me up saying, "Oh, what's the details?" I'm saying, "I don't know anything."
There are no details.
There are no
We're
details,
super
mate.
relaxed.
I'll text it to you. I've sent it to Les, but it's all good, mate. Relax. If it's 10:15, doesn't matter. Either way, mate. I'm looking forward
Okay.
to seeing you.
This
All right,
is
whatever.
just like totally Floyd. This is like super relaxed.
Yeah.
Come as you are.
Come as you are. Bring your camera if
yeah.
you want to. Be a rail nerd. We don't care.
In fact, we'd like it.
I'd love it.
Wear your pajamas.
Yeah, oh no, I understand that. It's just Les and I are like, we sometimes over plan things. We've had experiences, and we can talk about it tomorrow about over planning stuff.
Panda, can I come tomorrow just to watch and popcorn?
Yeah, you can.
you can.
100%, dude.
Only if you bring enough
Yeah.
popcorn for all of us.
Yeah.
Will Kenyon gives a minute versus Jay in the ring. Do you want to go boxing, dude? I don't want to box. I'll play ping pong. Actually, I'll play
Yeah.
ping pong.
All right,
against
let's
you.
do it. All right, thanks, mate. Cheers.
Thanks, Floyd.
All right.
Bye.
So we have our first confirmed interview for tomorrow.
Fogarty Avenue.
Beth
No?
has signed up. Beth, who does
Betsky.
everything but anal. No, she.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, you can't say that, can you?
Beth Boulevard.
there was a hitch there.
Beth Boulevard. She's got 2,780 subs.
Nice.
Here's a place to start if you're new to my channel and are not sure where to begin. So it seems like she does some pretty cool stuff. She's got blue hair. She'll be in at 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Cool. Beth Boulevard. Looking forward to seeing you.
Well, we're going to get Fogarty Avenue here around 10 o'clock, so that'll be the first one.
10 a.m. in the morning. I'll be asleep in your bed. I'll be sleeping with this guy.
Well, that's all right. We'll get them on.
So, folks, just as a heads up, we are now 17 minutes past 10. We're gonna.
We haven't had dinner.
No, we're gonna be
No,
streaming
we
until
haven't
10:30, and then we're gonna call this. We're gonna just.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the lengthy schmozzle.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Hey, Wazza!
Is
How are you,
Warren?
Cobber?
Is that Warren here? Is he?
Hi to Shenzhen, if you're there.
Shenzhen.
Can I please get some pancakes
I
from
like
the
how you-
street?
Shenzhen. I'm here. It's 10:30. I'm in Shenzhen,
Shenzhen.
China.
It's 24
Good.
past 1.
Why is it that at the start of your intros, where it's like, "Da, da, da, da," like your thing,
My main
and
voice.
then you're like, and you're doing all this stuff, and then all of a sudden, China map, China flag.
Oh, the
There's
China.
no like scenes of China or something. It's just
What was that?
on his like intro?
For which video? I'm on?
Just the China vlogs have the China flag.
China flag.
Oh,
like
okay.
3 seconds.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
I just had like a sequence of 3 images, and one of them was the flag. I like the China flag. If you don't like the China flag,
I don't mind the China flag, but it was like not about that, but it's like da, 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 like all of a sudden, and then boom, China flag.
That good comment. Good
Okay.
to read.
Hashtag China flag.
all right. I didn't think it was that. Will Kenyon message retracted. Who retracted it? Who we got mods here? Who's modding?
Fogger making excuses again. That's about Fogarty Avenue. Yeah, they are. I love those dudes, but bloody, they need to lighten up a little bit, eh? Oh,
Hey,
Fogarty
here's a legit question. Will said ping pong. I'd watch that.
Oh, dude, I said
could
if we live
stream
streamed out,
a
yeah,
game?
let's do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow night.
Like seriously, would anyone watch this guy whip my ass in ping pong?
That's tomorrow. It could be a different story.
It'd be-
I'd watch
be-
him whip your ass.
It'd be one shot, like one frame.
Probably
Like
watch that later on tonight, to be honest.
it wouldn't be a roving camera. It'd be a locked off camera in one position, and you would see a ping pong table and this dude.
Unless we had the cord going to that, we could actually slightly move it a little bit. The camera.
I can't even play and beat you, man. I'm not going to use the camera and try
No,
to beat
no,
you.
So we got Fogarty Avenue at 10. Then we've got Tim
Yeah.
at 11:30.
10 a.m.
We could just get him to come to the hotel room.
I don't. I feel like I'm not be up at
What,
10
for a
a.m.
whipping? Is that what you want?
All right. Well, what if I message him and say like 11 instead of 10.
Who's this?
Fogarty Avenue.
No, it's 10.
It's 10. All right.
We're going to be up. I'm going to be up.
I'll be up. I'll wake. I'll be
I've
up
got-
at 7.
I've got bloody meetings going on at VidCon. Like there's these tables that you organise interviews. at.
Oh, if you sign up.
Hey,
Like-
Jeremy's
I
here.
haven't done it.
We were just talking about China, man. We were just talking about you
Shenzhen.
guys. Shenzhen.
Shenzhen.
Hashtag China map.
Yeah, and Jay
China
was
flag.
Jay was saying how wrong it was that I had.
Not wrong. It was just different. It was like, you do your intro and everything, and then it's just this like China map, China flag.
Yeah, I was in China.
Anywho,
How are you,
what they
Jeremy?
saying? What are the boys saying? Helps when you are in China for months. Yeah, man. Warren, I don't know how you're doing it. You're in China for so
Oh,
long.
I could do it.
Sam says Ben on fight Nicholas Cole. Man,
Yes.
as a boxing match, no, I would rather
You'll
play
get,
ping
like-
pong against the guy.
You'll
Yeah.
get like 20 viewers.
Ping pong's the new boxing.
I want to go snorkeling with Nicholas. That's my game, mate. Snorkeling.
What's he wrote in Chinese?
Who wrote Chinese?
Oh,
Jeremy
I
wrote
read
in
that.
Chinese.
Jeremy is.
Something
He's
how
like jet
he's
board.
like, how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's ni hao de ni hao de.
How do you know?
Studied Chinese for 6 years.
Well, there
So how you
go.
guys going?
Handsome guy.
Well,
How's it going?
Warren and Jeremy, I just want to say my China vlogs included the Chinese flag because I was in China. That's
that
it.
makes
He's
sense
still on
to
that.
me. Should I put a Melbourne flag in tomorrow?
Should have been a bloody Jetboards logo.
Benon, communicate with Charla Rose. She's a honey. Well, thanks very much, Tim.
Tim, how do you know this?
Yeah, how? Yeah, exactly. Who
Please
is
tell
this
us.
Tim guy?
I feel like he's an FBI agent or
He's
something.
here tomorrow. That's what I
Oh,
was telling
I
you
can't
before.
wait to meet you,
11:30,
dude.
He's here.
Tim,
So-
what do you know about me, Tim? Like, I want to hear the goss on who I am. Adelaide
so, yeah,
Crows.
10 o'clock Fogarty,
We'll
11:30
be
Tim,
in 10.
and then Beth at 1.
We're less than a 10-minute walk from the
Jeremy
hotel.
and Warren, I know that it's just you two in China now, and the other boys have left. Just
Good.
hope everything's going well for
You know
you
this
there in
is all getting
Shenzhen.
uploaded to YouTube
I miss you
anyway,
all.
so
I miss the food. Just a little heads up there to the Jet
You're
boys.
doing a private little thing.
Just a
aren't
little private on the live
Loving
stream.
the haircut, Benon.
Yeah. Who said that?
Jeremy.
Yeah, mum.
Oh, easy.
Look at that. That's the style there.
It's
The,
called-
the red face is the alcohol.
Cool hit Jim or laid back Jim?
You're laid
Do you know
back.
what that is?
What's that?
No.
I wasn't listening again.
Who knows what that reference is off? Let's see.
Hey, Jez, what time have you got there in China? Just a heads up. I haven't got my China map.
Do you know any Chinese? Ni hao ma? No.
Shay.
Hakuyi.
No, I don't.
I'll tell you one thing. Ni xu huan yao yong ma?
I don't think it matters
Do you
wearing
like
that
swimming?
shirt.
8:22 p.m. Oh, okay. So it's just you and Jez in the hotel now? Like that's a lot of space
And
for,
Luke
for the two of us.
Tesla? probably.
Nah, he's gone. He's back in NZ.
Is he?
So it's just the two of you, man. You can run
Just
around
the two of
naked.
us.
You can have some fun times.
Oh, Jesus.
That shower in your room, Jeremy, that's got a great view in the daytime.
When I was at Jeremy's place about a year ago, we watched this movie. It was
Just
like
the two of you. Yeah,
it
cool.
was like this Chinese amazing
I miss both of you. I miss China as well. And by the way, where's my swimming cap? Have you guys got that still?
We need it.
Oh, that's right.
So silly.
You weren't meant to swim without a cap,
Oh,
and
man.
you did.
The best thing about China was watching Jeremy launch his drone off the top of the building.
Yeah, I heard about this today.
No drone. Fuck yeah,
Wait
drone.
till you see the view
Fuck,
from our
what?
hotel room, man. Like, because I was just talking about all
Should
the
I bring
places
the drone?
we could fly the
I
drone.
wonder if we can get to the top.
I just want to make
I want to try.
quick video here of this stream.
Go ahead.
Why's that?
So what we got? We got 13 people still watching. This
I
is
want to see what the
unbelievable.
comments are. What are we saying?
Keep
Yep,
the stream
just the
going,
two
by
of
Ben.
us.
I want to keep the
IP
stream.
Man, that's right, Jeremy. We watched I think there's like three different movies.
Jeremy, IP man.
Dude, if we kept the stream going on one of our phones and just fucking walked it out.
Danny is 1 hour and 6 minutes. No, I think he's probably only 45 minutes away. I'd say.
Creatorcast live streaming from Jay's office.
Sam, I can't believe Sam's still here.
Dead, so
I
I'm
studied
using my
Wing Chun
iPhone.
for 17
This
years.
is
Can't
how it's
believe you
going
guys
tonight.
are talking about IP Man. IP Man is the shit.
Who's IP Man?
IP Man is the best movie.
Oh, is
I
it
have-
the movie you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay,
This is
yeah.
what I watched at Jeremy's place while we were just chilling and stuff.
Courtesy of Jaski.
We went to the local supermarket. We got Tim Tams, equivalent, Oreos maybe, and some beers, and we just watched IP Man.
So is Jeremy? Is he from?
He's Jetboards.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
from
yeah,
Sydney.
but he's from Sydney. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I know he's. Yeah, I've seen him on the vlog, but yeah.
So yeah, it must be knockoff time at the Jetboard factory. He and Warren are kicking back.
What was that?
balls out.
Why's that? Well,
Why?
Warren lives like 10 minutes from my house.
Amazing.
Get him on the vlog.
Guess what?
Is
You're
he-
literally two milliseconds from me right now.
That's a touch.
Oh,
That's a
mate.
touch.
That's a lot.
Is
to
that-
me right there? Look at that.
Don't tell everyone. No, it's all right. I don't give a shit. Thoughts on the new DJI Maverick drone? So there is a new Maverick Pro. Is that what it's called?
Mate.
The Zoom and
Yeah, I'm happy with my drone too.
honestly, I have a Spark and I would upgrade if your drone.
I upgraded the blades.
If your drone drops under $1,000, I'd buy that.
That's what they should do.
And yeah, exactly, because hopefully they will once the
Yeah.
new one comes in.
5 minutes till the end of the stream, folks.
Is it?
We're going to end at 10:30.
All right. Well, everyone, get your questions in while
Yeah.
you can.
If anyone wants to ask a question, hit it up now because otherwise we are out of here. We've got to get back
We're
to
out of
our
time.
And Danny Black's going to be in town, and we're going to have some Jack Daniels. And
And you got to do your daily vlog.
yeah, and my daily vlog's at
Oh, what
11,
time's that at?
11:12 tonight.
11, 12.
Back in the hotel.
I'm hungry. I don't know.
I,
about
you
you
know
guys.
what? I reckon, Scotty, we try and make that not happen.
No.
Imagine
Good
that you would freak out.
I think
You
I
got
would
no
freak
battery in that. At the
I got
moment.
He's got
handy
speed
on
on
my
it.
cell.
Charge it.
I got a cell phone.
You could grab any camera you see here.
No,
I got this, man.
No, you
This is my 3rd year on YouTube, dude. I've got this.
Yeah,
I
this is
got
only
this.
So,
stress
can I
radio.
ask you, if you didn't, how bad would you feel? Or would you fake it?
It would be worse. Fuck no. There's no way I'd fake it. It would be worse than a breakup with a girlfriend.
Wow.
If you couldn't do it?
Yep.
Interesting.
That's sick, though. That's good to know because
So what's the plan at 11, 12 tonight? Where do you want to be? Have you thought
I
about
don't-
that?
I don't care
he
where I
doesn't
am.
care. That's the thing. That's
whatever
what I love
whatever
about
we're
it.
doing at the time is the daily vlog.
Really?
And
I know sometimes you prepare yourself.
I know.
You
I
can
always,
tell,
I always have a story to tell.
Yeah.
But
How
this-
do you, that's honestly, how the hell do you come up with a story every day to tell? Is it depending on where you are, or is it just like you have it there and you go?
it's
and tell
life,
it?
man. It's life.
That's unbelievable.
There's
'Cause I don't
always
think my head
something-
would explode trying to think of something to tell every day. I think to keep it interesting as well.
I feel like there's always something in your day-to-day existence which is going to translate as a
Totally.
story.
Totally. I agree with you.
The most recent is that my HomePod that I got, my second HomePod arrived dead on arrival. So
DOA.
DOA, I had to get it sent back. Whoa. What do we got there? 27 past 10, 3 minutes and counting.
All right, we've got some
Warren
comments.
Jordan, we can get them direct from DJI. Oh,
The
yeah, of
rest
course.
of the
yeah.
wicked.
And Shenzhen Park Bay.
Warren, are you still smoking your what's it called? The electronic cigarettes? Are you still doing
Are you
that
still,
over
are
there?
you still smoking fat?
Have they
clouds?
got other like flavors that you'd like
Did Floyd call us? Floyd call us whingers. Why are we whingers? Is it because we didn't want to get up at 10 a.m. or 9
exactly?
a.m.?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Oh, I'm ready to go. I'd sleep here right now if I had to.
Mate,
I get
that's
up.
not rocking and rolling. You're talking about sleeping.
I love sleep.
I got to pee.
Me too.
Jesus
No,
Christ!
go on, get out of here. He's out of time. All right, what's the other one?
I'm on an angle right now.
He's out of hell.
Could you imagine?
Before you go,
Before I go,
bet on next camera after the GH5.
Good question, Samuel. There hasn't been a camera that's surpassed the GH5 at this point.
Yeah, it's the 80D.
The 80D does definitely not.
80 decimates your
Does not.
GH5.
The GH5 does 150 megabits 4K at 60. No other camera does that. And like the only thing wrong with that camera is the autofocus. And it's only a problem if you're a vlogger
You're a vlogger.
and if you use autofocus. And I know a lot of dudes don't use autofocus, and those guys are the cinematographers like Nicholas Cole. He's a cinematographer.
What is
Yet he has talked about all this cinematography, but he's never fucking made a movie.
This is what you do, mate.
Floyd didn't call us whingers. He called us wingers. I appreciate that, Floyd.
Look, that's a question I wanted to ask Nick. If Nick ever came on the stream, I'd say you always say you're a cinematographer. You're always talking about how you always use manual focus and you're a cinematographer and you've made all these films. Where are they?
Where are they?
Where are these films that you've made, dude? What like wouldn't you promote that on your channel? Wouldn't you showcase that as your portfolio? We haven't seen any films from this guy. And that's why this camera, the GH5, not the one. This is the MacBook Pro internal FaceTime camera. The battery's dead on the GH5 because it died within an hour and a half, even though they're supposed to last 3 hours. Thanks, Nick Cole. They don't. But that camera is beautiful except for the focus. And if you're a vlogger, you need autofocus. And it doesn't work. And the second that someone brings out a camera that shoots 4K 60 at either 150 megabits or even higher, I'm out.
Sorry. Jeremy Bogan said we didn't answer his question.
Oh, Jeremy, what was your question?
Mate.
Sorry, dude.
Hold on. Can you see? Okay.
How much
would
Jesus.
a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? The answer is 7.
What you been drinking there, Jez?
What have we been drinking? All right, we have.
Dude, I miss you guys. Have you had sunsets since I've been there? Because if you had a sunset, it's gonna kill me.
Yeah. All right. Now it's 10:30.
We're gonna have to quit this.
How?
We're gonna
What
go
time did
get
we
some
start?
bloody dinner.
8 o'clock. We haven't had dinner because
Long
we.
stream.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tim's right out the front.
I hope he
Later on.
is.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. It's been real.
Tsingtao.
Any
Got some
final questions?
Tsingtao. Jez has
Warren,
got
it's
some
going good, mate.
Tsingtao.
Warren, the Ronin S is it's good. It's heavy, but it's good.
All right, see you at
Oh,
10. That's
there
it,
was
Floyd.
another one.
I'll be here at 10 with.
typhoons and
See you at
shit.
10. All right. So we got Lloyd.
Typhoons.
We got Floyd.
Man,
You got Floyd, haven't you?
Stay safe, coppers.
All right, everyone, stay safe. We love you guys, don't we, Ben?
Ask for
Brennan, charge your battery so this bloody works tomorrow.
It's not my fault.
It is your
I-
fault.
I was
you got the bloody GH. Whatever the
I
hell
was
it is.
told the GH5 battery would last for 4.5
GH5,
hours.
it sounds like a hairdryer or a bloody like hair straightener or something.
That's
doesn't
a
it?
that's an actual.
Oh wait, that's my GH5.
That's a manufactured battery.
80D.
Oh, yeah.
70D.
70D. All right, this isn't. We'll get into that at another time. It's been fun, honestly. What's it been? 2.5.
We're gonna go hit the town, aren't we, boys?
We're gonna go back to the hotel and
We're gonna
drink
go
Jacks.
dance it up. We're gonna go to like Chasers.
We're gonna see Danny Black very very soon. He's almost arriving. We
Shit.
got a
An
Jack
hour.
Daniels and cola waiting for him.
All right,
Ice. We got ice back at the hotel.
do we?
Yeah, we
All right,
froze it.
beautiful.
Yeah.
We did.
You
You
froze
did.
some ice.
They don't have
It's
ice.
already ice.
The
ice is
hotel.
frozen.
The hotel we're
No,
at
it
doesn't
didn't.
have ice.
Like, look, we've gone through a fair few drinks here. Finish
it.
Finish it.
All right. Sign off. No.
Thanks for watching.
I still didn't finish it.
All
If
right.
you want a
sorry, mate.
subscriber, subscribe.
If you're watching this
You
after,
like it?
if you're
You
honestly
wanna
watching this
subscribe?
after
You
the
wanna
fact,
subscribe?
56 minutes, and you're still, this isn't live, and you're watching it.
A big pluses to like Tim, whatever his name is.
Tim asked Cog.
Ask
Hey, by the way, I got the mic, so I'm just going to talk quietly to it. Jeremy or Warren, when you come back to Australia in the near distant future,
Can I go head to toe with you?
can you bring some Tsingtao in your bags, and I'll make up for it by
Is that the girl? Is it?
also bring some poultry pills
Swipe right.
because my face is really red.
No, it's
Yeah.
not, is it? No, it's not.
Bye bye, boys.
See you, everyone.
Cannon for the win. Absolutely.
I love you guys. Do you love them?
We're not even using the Canon; we're using the FaceTime camera on your MacBook Pro.
I love Apple. All right.
His Canon's not even on; it's up there. Look, it's up there.
It's sad.
It's not even being used.
What's it doing?
It's so sad.
It's sitting here
It's
sad
not.
stuff.
It's sad.
There's a cannon.
Gee.
Off like a
5's
bride's
dead.
nighty. Yep. Done.
All right.
All right, see you, folks.
See you guys.
What a great stream.
That was awesome. Goodbye. No one's even left yet. This is so sad. All right. I love you guys.
Oh! So they